Hey everyone, today I'm going to review the Spigen Rugged Armor Pro case that's made for the iPad Pro 2021. So this case is available in two sizes, 12.9 inch, which is the one that I have here, as well as 11 inch. And the price at the time of this review is US $29. The smaller one is slightly cheaper. The main reasons why I bought this are it offers full protection on all sides, on the front, the back, and on all the sides here. I was actually using the slim case with my previous iPad Pro from 2018, and the slim case only protects the front and the back. The sides are actually exposed, which makes that case really slim, but my previous iPad Pro had a lot of dents at the corners, so this time I decided to just buy a proper case that protects every single side and possible places where dents can happen. And also this case is nice because there is a holder here for the Apple Pencil, and this can charge the Apple Pencil. The Apple Pencil still snaps here, and this is a magnetic flap. They can attach to the back, so there is no way the Apple Pencil can fall out because there are actually grooves here at the top and bottom to prevent the Apple Pencil from falling out, from dislodging from its position. Design of this case looks good. I like the textured surface here. This logo is actually in gray, which is inconspicuous against the black textured cover. All four corners look like this with this extrusion, so this looks pretty effective against drops. Design on the back looks a bit busy to me. When I saw the product photos, I wasn't really attracted to this design, but now that I have this in hand, I would say it looks alright. It looks good enough. So there is the logo here as well, inconspicuous. You can only see this when light is reflected off, and even so it's not like white. So we have texture here, and these parts are actually raised, and these two parts here are sunken, and this is the matte surface texture. I'm not sure if you can see it clearly, but the edges around the camera module are also raised. Overall, I would say this is a rather slim case, although it's not going to be as slim compared to those slim cases with exposed sides. Now, this particular case is only compatible with the 2021 model because this iPad Pro is slightly thicker compared to the 2018 and 2020 model. These are for the volume buttons, and here we have the power button. You can get very firm clicks with this. Cutouts for the speaker grills, and at the bottom we have this cutout for the Thunderbolt or the USB-C port. For cases like this, there is a chance for the seam here to open up with usage over time. I've only used this for a few days, so I can't tell you exactly how durable this is, but hopefully this will last. The finishing here is quite nice. Compared to other cases that do not have this flap here, to open the cover you actually have to push this to the side here and lift this. So if you have this case on the table, you have to lift the case up to lift the cover. And this is a magnetic cover, so when you lift this, the iPad will wake. The material behind the cover is this felt-like material, and this is how thick the cover is. This should offer good protection from the front. This is how the interior looks. So this is actually a flexible case, but after you have the iPad Pro in it, it will not flex anymore, obviously. This part is matte, whereas this part here is reflective. This is designed in California, made in China. It's very easy to install the case. Just slip the iPad Pro into the case. The case fits this iPad Pro perfectly. And I happen to have a tempered glass screen protector on this iPad Pro, and there is some allowance at the edges for any screen protectors that you may want to apply on your iPad Pro. Here's a close-up on the edge at the top, and that's my tempered glass screen protector. So that's that tiny bit of allowance for the screen protector. The edges are actually raised, so these edges are higher compared to the glass. So if for some reason you want to put your iPad Pro like this on the table with the glass facing the table, the glass is not going to touch the surface of the table. This Apple Pencil holder here is nice. So this lower part is actually extruded so that the Apple Pencil can rest here without dropping off. And here there are no exposed parts, so you don't see the metal of the iPad Pro, and the magnets are still quite strong. When you attach the Apple Pencil to the side, the iPad Pro should recognize the Apple Pencil. However, this does not work 100% all the time. It works maybe like 95% of the time, or maybe 9 out of 10 times. And now it works. So if it does not recognize the Apple Pencil, you have to push it slightly to make sure the iPad can recognize the Apple Pencil. If you have the Apple Pencil pointed down like this, notice the iPad Pro, it's not able to recognize the Apple Pencil. I actually have to push this slightly. So it's best to put the Apple Pencil here and make sure that icon, that battery indicator appears before you close the cover. Otherwise, the Apple Pencil will not charge. This is the triangle fold, and this is surprisingly stable. You can put it like this if you want it at a lower angle, but this is not as stable. You can see it moves. So if you want to draw at this angle, I wouldn't recommend it. I use the iPad Pro for drawing, so I have a dedicated stand for it. This, by the way, is the Pablo PR100 stand. So I can place this here, and I can adjust this stand to whatever angle I want. So drawing on this stand is way more stable. While I was researching which case to get for the iPad Pro 2021, I actually wanted to buy those 10-15 US$ cases from China. But now that I have this, I think it's money well spent. This is a very well built case, with the only downside being when you attach the Apple Pencil to the side here, sometimes the iPad Pro doesn't recognize the Apple Pencil, but all you have to do is to nudge it slightly, and you can see the indicator show up. So this is overall a case I can recommend very easily. This is a very nice case that provides good protection for the iPad Pro as well as the Apple Pencil.